What's going on YouTube? It's Ryan back at you with another video. It is Friday. I am freaking excited because we are going fishing this weekend. We are meeting up with my buddy Stanley. I'm driving a couple hours north and we're going to be going fishing with him in his awesome new bass boat, and we're going to be targeting America's favorite game fish, the largemouth bass. So stick along for the ride. It's going to be an awesome video. If you can't already tell, I'm freaking excited. See you out there. Alrighty. Got the truck all loaded up with whatever freaking tackle that I have, and grabbed some Chick-fil-A, and we're on the road. We got about a 3.5 hour drive to go catch some little green fish and meet up with Stanley. So you guys are gonna fast forward right through that. So I will see you guys on the other end of this drive. And we're back. We are out on the water today with my good friend, Mr. Stanley Crayson. We are going to be doing a good little fishing challenge today. So, as a lot of you guys know, I'm in the Marine Corps. Stanley's in the Navy. So we're gonna see which branch is truly the better fisherman. Honestly, in my opinion, I'm gonna smoke Stanley. I think it's gonna be beginner's luck because I know nothing about bass fishing, but I'm just gonna wiggle my worm the right way. Oh, yeah. We'll see what we got going on. So, see you guys in that next clip. Ready? So before we get to all today's action, I'm gonna have Stanley go ahead and show you guys what his 3 favorite winterish time baits are gonna be for bass fishing this area along the river, and why he really likes to use those baits. So he's gonna teach me how to fish, and then I'm gonna beat him with his own methods. So without further ado, I'm gonna turn it over to Stanley.
Number 1 go-to would be a power shot right here. And if you're not familiar with power shot, same thing as a drop shot, just heavier. I got a 15-pound main line. We're gonna tie a normal drop shot knot to a bigger hook, you know, 450 Texas rig, wide gap worm hook. And then I'll throw a yum dinger on there, usually June bug for staying water. And then under that, you'll have a bobber stop to a tungsten, like Texas rig weight, you know. And then I'll throw a bead underneath that, and then finally a split ring. And what that does is just keeps your weight down there in one piece, so it's not sliding up and down that bottom line there. That bead also gives it like a little bit of a clack too. Ah. So as you're dragging it,
give it a little bit of sound too.
Give you a little bit of sound, you know. But this will get you down deep. You want to hug bottom with it and drag it over any wood or any other structure down there, and that'll get me a lot of bites during the winter. Number 2, nothing fancy. Also a yum dinger, but it's Texas rig. You got a pegged weight there, and I like to fish light weights. But you want your baits down on bottom during the winter.
So that's why the peg's there? Yeah,
to keep that bait, you know, in one piece. So as it's dragging on bottom, it's moving as one rather than the weight sliding up and down the line. Number 3, and pretty much year round, you want to have a crankbait. This is a Spro Little John. This is the medium diving, so Little John 50 MD, and it is chartreuse blueback. Dives around 9 feet, and I like to fish deeper diving crankbaits during the winter, just to get down there, because a lot of times they'll hang deeper. When they're not, I'll fish a square bill, also Little John Spro. You want to slow it down during the winter. That's why all these baits move slow.
Because the fish are real lethargic, we're real lethargic.
Yeah, your hands are cold.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you do not want to fish fast during the winter, that's for sure.
Good to go. Appreciate it, dude. Hopefully we get on them. So what Stanley has us doing today, guys, is we're kind of working real slow up and down the bank of this river, trying to feel our way out and feel for, like, what he's telling me, a lot of sticks on the bottom. And every bait we're using like crankbaits. Oh shit! I got a fish.
Hell yeah, dude! Here, don't go crazy. Don't go crazy.
What the heck?
They get hooked. They don't get hooked very good in the winter on the cranks.
Oh so. My god! Just look at that. As soon as I start talking to the camera. Oh! Oh!
See, that's why I net them.
Unhooked.
That is why I net them.
Look at that.
Dang, that's one for the Marines, huh?
Yeah, man, one for the Marine Corps.
Oh, snap.
Alright, I got it. You can get your phone.
That. Yeah, I'm on the water.
There we go. That's a pretty little Virginia largemouth. Look at that guy.
Oh, I'm at a fishing flea market by myself. Yeah, let Let me call you in a little bit. Alright, go ahead.
Later, buddy.
Say what you gotta say.
Oh, rambunctious little guy. Alrighty.
That's funny.
As soon as we turn on the camera.
Crankbaits. Boom! I caught one.
Try. Stanley's fancy whatever the hell rig. What is this called?
Power shot.
Tire shot?
Power shot.
Power shot. Oh man, power shots only. All right, so it's Stanley's power shot rig. We're gonna call it my money shot rig. So, ready to go. And does the Senko float up a little bit?
Yeah, kind of gets horizontal to the bottom as you drag it.
So as I'm dragging this across the bottom, Senko is gonna be kind of horizontal, a little bit up more, doing a unique presentation. So we'll see if I can get one. I'm feeling like I'm gonna break off.
No.
We'll see.
But then again, I don't really know because I usually stick to my ways. Maybe that side holds fish.
Old man just stuck in his ways.
Yeah.
Oh, sounds like there's some sand in here. That's good for it, right?
Yeah.
Wow. A $200 reel versus like a $30 reel.
Yeah.
The feeling is amazing.
Like,
gotta put on a life preserver in case Stanley throws me out the boat.
you never know with me. Exciting ride.
Should be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm ready, fam. Are you ready? For those of you that don't know, bass boats go really freaking fast. And when you're going 60 miles an hour in 30 degrees, literally like your face, it feels like you just went to the dentist. It feels like you got shot up with Novocaine because it's literally just numb and you're like, be trying to talk to each other and not even making sense because your mouth is so just not working. But it gets you fishing that much faster. Oh, we got a stray dog.
Oh, it's not even a bass. Oh yeah, there's rods there. All right.
We got another one. Navy's on the board, but
not with the bass.
Not a largemouth, but we got a striped bass.
Yeah, feisty. Crush
look
that
at that
chartreuse
little guy.
blue crank. Goodbye, North Carolina striper. Out of there.
Sick.
Sick, dude.
So me and Stanley have had a hell of a time so far today. It's about midday, and we're still at 1v1, which we were about, how many hours ago? Like 4 hours ago?
4 hours ago.
So we've been trying a bunch of different spots, but the water's really high, and that's, from what Stanley says, that's not what you want. You want it a little bit lower so the fish are more concentrated, I guess. And it's also kind of dirty, so they're not really seeing our baits as good as they could be.
And we're fighting the wind.
And we're fighting the wind, and we're gonna keep making up excuses so we feel better about ourselves and we're not shitty fishermen. But honestly, yeah, we're gonna keep working our way up the river, back kind of towards where we launched the boat, and kind of see what we can do. If we have to end the day, we're probably just gonna, ground fight for the title.
Yeah, definitely. Hand-to-hand combat.
Hand-to-hand combat is the only way to settle this at the end of the day, or just catch fish. So I might want to get back out there.
We might have won.
So during the tournament that was fished out of here today,
Only 4 people. But...
only only 3 boats competed, 4 people in total, but only 1 fish was weighed in at 1.5 pounds.
So
would have been probably the exact same size of the 1 bass that we caught.
yeah, pretty slow day.
Yeah.
For everyone.
All right, so don't feel as bad. We still suck, but so does everyone else. So that's okay.
How's the condition?
David D and Mark I, you guys goose egged.